Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have this John Deere 724D in the shop. It's where are we now? We're late October 2024 right now, and this won't start. It's time to be looking at these things around here. We're going to be into that season shortly, so I don't think this one's going to be too much of a big problem. I don't even know what kind of engine that is. Haven't even looked. Oh, it's Tecumseh. There you go. Tecumseh. Haven't looked at anything yet, but we're going to jump in and see what's going on. Stay tuned. Okay, well, let's pick somewhere to start and start it. Start there. Well, first, check the oil. Make sure there's some in it. Ooh, it's black. It's dark. I have no history on this machine. I've never seen this machine before. First time customer. He was referred to me from another customer. But oh, we got plenty of oil. It's just dirty. That's okay. Let's see what's in this juice tank. I'm not seeing any blobs of water hanging around at the bottom. Whew, smells about 14 and a half decades old. Okay. Okay, come see. Well, it's not that terribly old. I don't even know. I think John Deere stopped producing, well, actually, I think John Deere stopped making snowblowers in the early 90s. I think Ariens made them for John Deere up until 2011, 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. I could actually find out the date of the thing, but it doesn't matter to me. So, to come see, let's see. Bottom of the carburetor. Oh, it's got a tickle valve. Let's see what is coming out of the bottom of the carburetor. We could have water. It could just be fuel as old as the machine itself. Let's see what happens. Where's the thing? Where did it? There it is. So it's just a little valve. It's spring loaded. You push it up, and you can drain the bottom of drain the carburetor out. Oh, that's pretty yellowy. That ain't very fresh. I think most of the tank is that color. Well, I don't think he put any fresh on top of the old stuff, so. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the fuel out of it completely. And then, easy there, there's a fuel shut-off valve too, which is not off, it's on. I'm going to drain the fuel out, clean it out a little bit, and I'm going to put some fresh fuel on top of there, and we're just going to try it. We're not going to pull the carburetor apart yet. We're just going to try and see what happens and go from there. So stand by. You don't need to see me draining fuel. I'll be right back. All right, well, I got some of the old crappy fuel out of there. That's garbage. So drained the tank, and then I held the cup underneath that valve and I pushed it until it stopped dripping. And then I put a little bit of fresh gas in there, a little splash of sea foam. It helps. And it's got an electric start. We're going to use that because I don't want to pull my arm off. So let's give her some, well, rabbit, turtle, rabbit. We'll go in between the turtle and the rabbit. Full choke. Get some primes. Oh, is it dripping? Yeah. I don't mind a little dripping from the primer. Now, let's try it. Contact. Well, something ain't happy. Let's pull the plug out. Well, let's, yeah, pull the plug out. Okay. Why do you not fit? Extension. What the heck? Whew. It's wet and stanky. We're gonna see if we might have a spark problem. It's champion. Let's see if we got any sparkles coming out of the end of this. Where's the button? There it is. Oh yeah, we got spark. Could just be that it was soaked. There we go. Let's try that one again. And if we continue to not get any kind of appropriate action, we're gonna have to pull the carb apart. Okay, choke. In between turtle and rabbit. I'm not gonna prime it. Button. Huh. Well, let's see if that plug is soaked again. It's not. Maybe it's not getting any fuel. And coming out. Oh yeah. That's fresh fuel. That's clean stuff I just put in there. Well, sounds like the carb's coming apart. Dang it. The top of the piston's dry. Dry. Well, let's get that carburetor taken apart. Up hoist. You know what? I'm not going to pull the whole stupid thing apart. Let me see if that fuel valve can be shut off. Oh, yeah. All kinds of things in the way here. Okay, fuel valve is off. I think somebody's been in there before because it's got clear vinyl tubing from the valve to the carburetor, which is not typically what you would find on these. Fuel valve is off. We are going to remove that carburetor bowl and have a gander at what's inside there. But I would like to see what's inside there, so I'm going to use a little funnel here and let it tip down towards something on the bench so I can catch it. Are you guys catching it? I'll get you a little closer. Okay. I think it's a 1/2 inch. Don't remember. Yeah, 1/2 inch will do it. Okay. Well, there's dirt and things. I don't want to take the whole carburetor off. So I'm just going to drain the bowl, drain the fuel line. It's going to allow us to check for water, because even though it's got that little push drain valve on the bottom of this bowl, it may not allow the water to come out if there's water. Well, we're going to push a wire through that because it's an orifice. Yeah, a little skunky in there. It wasn't quite on in the right direction either. It looks like moss. There's green algae growing in there. Well, yeah. Float bowl looks green. Just gonna look to see if I can see up the jet. Everything's pretty skunky in there. Like, it's not nice. We know it gets fuel because it does have fresh fuel down there. I don't want to take the whole thing apart. How about we say we get that out of the way. Vent hose is in the way. Wow, that gasket is rubbish. Well, it looks like we might be taking this carburetor off. Because I just can't get in there. I can't see what I need to see. Things are in my way that shouldn't be in my way. Stupid vent tubes and things. Oh, that's pushed out of the way. I know you guys can't see squat, can you? That's okay, neither can I. Okay, I can get some needles. I'm going to pull the float bowl pin out the side. If I can see it, I need a light bulb. You have seen plenty of videos of mine, and if you haven't, feel free to peruse the list, but you've seen lots of videos of me doing the carb work. If I have to, this video will get there too, but at this point, it's bright in my eyes. I just want to make sure everything's working. This float bowl's just, oh, it's, listen. Don't know if you heard it, but the float bowl is sunk. I mean, there's fuel inside it. It's a brass one with a soldered seam. And I might just be able to hear it. A little trickly noise. Anyways, float's no good. The float, she's no good. So sunk float will flood a carburetor. It'll flood everything because the float will. Why? What are you looking at? Sunk float will stay down. It won't set at the right height that it should be to allow the right amount of fuel in. So that's no good. That's got to be replaced. I might have one. I'll have to check it by application. Maybe. Might have one. Perhaps. Okay, so I'm going to do that. My dinner is ready, so I'm going to grab dinner, and then after that I'm going to come out here and then check for my float. Brand new float in a bag. Good. We'll use it. Okay. It's my last one too, so I better order some more. Let's see if I can get this wrangled up in there. You guys won't be able to see this, but We're gonna try it. Well, I think it might have actually gone. Well, that didn't go to plan. The needle fell out. Dang it. We've got to try and get the float and the needle in there together. I'm just going by feel here because I cannot see. I get the needle or the float pin back in. Oh, I think I got it. Really? Well, that surprised me. Nope, didn't get it. And there's the valve. Stupid thing fell out again. I got the pin in, but it didn't go in the float. Hang on a second here. Can't see squat up close. Oh, now everything's giant. What the? Getting old sucks. I'm new to the whole reading glasses thing. I'm not enjoying it. Just get in there. You know, this is probably much easier upside down on a bench. Yeah. Or maybe let's try this a different way. I don't want to take the carburetor off because I don't want to take all the other garbage off that goes with it. What's the worst going to happen? Nothing. Okay, you guys definitely will not be able to see anything here. I apologize for that. In advance, even. But like I said, I don't want to pull it all apart. I just want to put the stuff together and get it where it needs to be and fire it up and see what happens. If it fires up. It should. None of this is going to plan. None of it. Okay, needle's in. Float is in position. Can't see anything. I think I got it this time. I know. Okay, so let's hold that. I think it's just through everything, and now we can tip this back so it doesn't all fall out again. Well, that might just work. That might just be okay. Okay, so let's get a new gasket for that float ball. Let's stock them. This is. I should have just taken the stupid covers off. This is a real pain. try it this way. Yes, we shall. And there's the bowl nut. Nope, none of this is gonna work. Not happy about that. Because I didn't want to have to take all this stuff out of here. Let's see what we have to do here. 1/4 inch here. 1/4 inch here. I believe it's missing a couple of screws. Yep, there and there. So it looks like maybe somebody's been at this before. Well, we verified now what I thought earlier. It's got clear fuel line on it, which is not normal. Should have neoprene hose on it. So, yes, somebody has been in there. There's everything on the bench. There's the carburetor. See, it's right there. Bowl float height should be fine. Let's get this gasket in place. Everything's fighting me. Everything is fighting me. Get it up in the front and it comes off the back. Put it back on the back and it comes off the front. I think it went on. It went on. It went on. Shh. You know what? I don't think that is good. I'm going to turn the fuel valve on the other side. And oh well, yeah. I might need to just close that up a little bit. I'll lift the float height. Just adjust it a little bit. There we go. That's better. It's flat. So the float, you want it to be sitting flat, roughly flat with the carburetor, so it works properly. And I'm going to have to turn that fuel back off because otherwise it's just going to dump whatever is in the tank all over the bench while I get the float bolt back on there. Okay, that's good. There's that. There's this. And the nut. This one's been fun. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's turn the valve back on. Let's make sure it doesn't overflow anywhere. Checking to see if it's flowing. If it's not, it could be that float is sticky. Why isn't it flowing? The float might be stuck up. flowing. Yeah, well, it is now. What the heck is going on here? Maybe the float level's not right. Maybe it's gotta go up a little more. There we go. That should be good now. Fuel flowing everywhere. It's everywhere! Get on there. There we go. There, we got... See, that's the way it's supposed to go. We have fuel. Okay. We have fuel everywhere. Let's get all this rubbish back on here. Well, this needs to get plugged back on because that's the safety. Where the heck was it? There's usually a little spot for this. I don't even see it. I don't see it. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. Let's just see if it runs. It should run with that completely disconnected. So let's see what happens. There's choke on, plugs on. Let's get the cord back in there. Let's maybe give all this fuel a wipe. It's everywhere. Just don't need extra puddles of it. Let's see what happens. Contact. Okay, we got a couple of things going on here. That governor is not right at all. This spring is a mess. It's not supposed to look like this. So we're gonna have to figure out adjusting the maximum speed, because that ain't right. And it's lean, surging. So this is the pilot jet in here, and it's going to be a fixed one. It's not going to be adjustable, but it's probably plugged up. And a flat screwdriver. Yeah, it's not adjustable. The older ones were. They haven't been adjustable for many years. But this is usually what gets plugged up full of stuff. see, get you focus maybe. This little brass thing, tiny brass thing. There's a hole right in the end of it, and it gets plugged up full of stuff. So I just use a little guitar string and glasses now. Make sure that's clear, which it wasn't. Just pushed a bunch of junk through it. It'll definitely make it surge. I don't know what's going on with that governor though. That's like, it won't even rev. It's just barely off idle. So we pushed the junk through. I'm going to use a little carb spray on it. Yeah, should be good now. Pop that back in there. And yes, I know the governor's still not right, but let's give that a crank, see what that sounds like. Better. Somebody's definitely messed with this. This hasn't been running correctly in a while. Because I didn't change any settings on this governor. There's no way that this is proper. All I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze that spring just to see, because that's the governor spring is not in the anywhere near the shape it's supposed to be. It's been mangled. So I'm just going to make that tighter. Let's just see what happens. Sorry. It's off. That's better. $3,500, I'm happy with that. That's idle. That's a little low for idle. Let's call that idle. We got her. We got our beat. I'm going to do an oil change on it after it's warmed up again. I think, actually, you know what? This, so there's a little tiny contact here that is grounded. There's supposed to be another little tab on there that the spade terminal clips onto, and it's not there. There's nowhere for me to actually put this, so I'm just not going to put it on, because it wasn't hooked up when I just took this off. It wasn't even hooked up then, so that's the way it's going to go back together. It's going to go back together the way I received it. So there's that. This one goes up here. This one goes here. Then there's the cage with the two missing screws on top. Nuts, two missing nuts. There's two So threading screws down here. Yeah. With all these moving parts, I like to get all the screws in first before you tighten any of them. That way you can align things. That should just be an M10. I'm assuming that's just a metric nut. So I'm going to look at my junk drawer and see if I got a couple of metric nuts after. I'm not going to search for them now. I don't see carb overflowing anywhere. It seemed to be running okay. I can't really load it to test it because there's no snow here yet. So I can't really do a thorough testing on it. But I'm going to have to let the customer know that, you know, try it. I did what I could, what I can at this point without having snow, so try it. And I think that's it, actually. He just wanted it to run, so I don't think there's anything else I'm going to do. I'm going to run it a little bit warmer-ish to get the oil flowing better, and I'll probably just dump that oil out. Might throw a spark plug in it for him, and actually should be good to go. So, pretty simple. It was simple, but it wasn't that easy because I try and cheat a little bit. If I just pulled the carb off in the first place, it would have just been easy. Take it off, put it on the bench, take it apart, clean it, put it back together, put it back on. But you don't always want to do that. You don't always have to. If you can find a way to make the job go faster and still be a valid repair, then I call that the flat rate way. So I was flat rate piecework for years, and that's what you did. You found the faster ways to do things that were still a reliable and correct repair. And that's what we did here. I didn't want to take the carburetor off. That's another gasket that the customer has to pay for on the intake manifold. I didn't want to have to do that. So there's ways around things in most cases. We happen to find it on this one. Other than that, this machine actually looks pretty good. The shear pins are actually shear pins. They're not 1/4-inch bolts. Don't put bolts in your augers. Use shear pins. Thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you do subscribe, click that bell icon. It'll let you know when I upload new stuff. Till the next one, take care.